Ryan was a man who built his life through long years of steady work and careful decisions, and he carried himself with calm confidence that came from facing many storms and surviving each one with patience. Even with all his success, he remained close to the woman who raised him with care and kindness when he had no one. Her name was Maria, and she became his adoptive mother when he was a lost boy searching for a home. She was older now, and her steps were slower, but her smile still warmed him in the same way it did when he was small. Ryan always made sure she lived a peaceful life in the guest house of his estate, where she had her own small garden and her favorite chair under the tall tree that she loved. Ryan did not often return home in the middle of the day, since his work kept him away from sunrise until the late evening. This day was different. A major meeting was cancelled, and he decided to come back early to surprise his wife Anna and maybe enjoy a rare quiet afternoon together. The car ride home felt strange because he was not used to this kind of free time, and he wondered how Anna would react. She liked planning things in her own way, and she liked knowing schedules so she could organize the household with her soft but steady hand. When Ryan reached the gate, his heart felt light. He thought he would find Anna reading in the sun, or maybe preparing one of her small gifts for Maria, because Anna always tried to care for her in gentle ways. As he walked into the house, he noticed silence covering the rooms. The kitchen was empty. The living room was empty. Even the sound of the garden fountain felt louder than usual in the still air. Ryan placed his keys on the table and called Anna with a warm voice, but no one answered. He waited a moment and called again. Still nothing. It felt odd but not alarming. Anna sometimes spent time in the guest house with Maria, and maybe she was there today. Ryan stepped out of the main house and walked across the stone path that connected the two buildings. The sun was bright, and he saw the curtains of the guest house gently moving in the wind. He felt the quiet shift into something heavier as he approached the door. He turned the handle slowly and stepped inside. The room was filled with a soft smell of herbs and fresh linen. He heard voices coming from the back room, and he paused for a moment because the tone in Anna's voice was different. It carried worry and urgency. He moved closer and stood by the open doorway. There he saw something he did not expect. Anna was kneeling beside Maria, who sat on a cushioned chair looking tired and pale. Anna held a small bowl of warm water in her hands, and she was carefully cleaning a bandage on Maria's arm. The bandage looked old and worn, as if it needed changing. Ryan watched for a moment, trying to understand what he was seeing. Anna had never mentioned anything about an injury, and Maria never hid anything from him. His wife's face was full of worry, and her hands shook slightly as she worked. Maria watched her with a calm expression, but her shoulders were tense, as if she did not want Ryan to see her like this. Ryan stepped forward, and both women looked up at him. Anna's eyes widened in surprise, and Maria lowered her gaze. Ryan felt a wave of confusion move through him because the scene did not fit with the peaceful life he believed Maria had been living. He asked Anna what happened in a gentle voice. Anna looked at Maria as if asking for permission to speak. Maria nodded slowly, so Anna explained that she had been checking on Maria earlier and noticed that her arm was swollen and warm. When she asked about it, Maria admitted that she had fallen in the garden 2 days ago and hurt her arm, but did not want to worry Ryan because he already carried so many responsibilities on his shoulders. Hearing this made Ryan's chest tighten. He looked at Maria with concern and love because she had always tried to protect him even when she was the one who needed help. Anna continued explaining that she had been cleaning the wound for the last hour and had been trying to convince Maria to let her call the doctor. Maria had refused again and again, telling Anna she would be fine and that Ryan must not be troubled. Ryan felt a mix of sadness and disappointment that Maria hid her pain from him. He stepped closer and took Maria's hand in his. He told her she never needed to carry her pain alone, especially in this home. Maria smiled softly, but her eyes held a hint of fear, as if she was worried she had upset him. Ryan reassured her with gentle words and thanked Anna for helping her. He could see that Anna had been doing her best to care for Maria with kindness. He asked Anna for the phone so he could call the doctor immediately. Anna rose from the floor with relief in her eyes. While she left the room to get the phone, Ryan stayed beside Maria. He could feel how tired she was, and he promised he would make sure she received proper care. As Anna returned, she handed him the phone, and Ryan made the call with steady determination. When he finished, he turned to the two women who meant the most to him, and he told them the doctor would arrive within the hour. Anna released a long breath, as if a heavy weight had lifted from her heart. Maria leaned back in her chair, looking both comforted and embarrassed. Ryan placed a soft blanket over her and told her to rest. As the afternoon sun reached through the window, the room felt calmer. Ryan sat beside his adoptive mother, holding her hand, while Anna prepared fresh water and clean cloth in the kitchen area of the guest house. Ryan watched Anna moving with focus and care, and he felt a slow change inside him. He realized he had not fully understood how much Anna had been supporting Maria behind the scenes. This moment opened a door he never noticed before, and he wondered what else Anna had been quietly doing to keep their family strong. The doctor arrived sooner than expected, and stepped into the guest house with a calm presence that eased the tension in the room. Ryan greeted him and guided him toward Maria, who tried to straighten her posture, though her face showed clear signs of discomfort. Anna stood nearby holding a bowl of fresh water that she had prepared while Ryan waited. The doctor observed the injury with care and explained that the wound had begun to show signs of infection and needed proper cleaning and treatment. He worked gently, wiping the swollen area and applying a clean bandage while Maria tried not to wince. Ryan watched every movement, feeling a mixture of worry and regret because he wished he had come home earlier and noticed her pain before it grew worse. When the doctor finished, he gave clear instructions on how to care for the injury during the next few days and warned Maria not to strain herself. He advised rest and light meals and told her she needed to stay inside until the swelling reduced. Maria nodded with a quiet smile, though everyone could see she felt embarrassed for needing so much attention. Ryan thanked the doctor and walked him to the door, while Anna remained at Maria's side, offering gentle comfort with her steady presence. When Ryan returned, he sat beside his adoptive mother again, feeling a deeper sense of responsibility settle over him. Anna asked Maria if she wanted some warm soup, and Maria agreed with a small nod. While Anna went to prepare it, Ryan asked his mother why she had hidden her injury. Maria looked at him with soft eyes and explained that she did not want him to carry more weight on his shoulders because she knew his work already demanded long hours and constant decisions. She said she had watched him grow into a strong man who protected everyone around him, and she wanted to protect him too in her own small way. Her words touched his heart and made him remember all the years she had stood by him through every hardship. Ryan told her that love was not about carrying everything alone but about sharing the burden so no heart grew tired. He reminded her that she had once taught him that family meant standing together even in small struggles. Maria rested her hand on his and whispered that old habits were hard to change because she had lived much of her life hiding her problems from others. Ryan promised her that this home would always be a place where she could rest without fear or worry. Meanwhile, Anna was in the kitchen of the main house stirring a pot of soup with thoughtful movements. She had not expected this day to unfold in such a heavy way, and her heart was full of mixed emotions. She felt relief that Ryan had arrived in time to help, but she also felt sadness because she realized Maria had trusted her enough to reveal her pain but not Ryan. She wondered if that meant something deeper. Anna cared for Maria in genuine ways and wanted to keep peace in the family, but she also felt unsure if Ryan understood how much she had been doing behind the scenes. Anna carried the warm soup back to the guest house and placed it gently before Maria. The older woman thanked her with a tender smile that showed honest gratitude. The moment made Anna feel lighter. Ryan watched the two women and felt something warm spread through his chest because he saw a bond between them that he had not fully noticed before. Anna sat beside Maria and helped her lift the spoon with slow, steady movements. The room felt calm and gentle as the sunlight softened through the curtains. After Maria finished her soup, she leaned back into the chair and closed her eyes for a moment. Ryan asked her if she wanted to rest on her bed instead, and she agreed. With slow care, Ryan supported her arm while Anna helped her stand. They walked her to her room and settled her comfortably on the bed with soft pillows around her. Anna covered her with a light blanket and brushed a few strands of hair from her forehead. Maria whispered her thanks again, and soon her breathing became calm as she fell asleep. Ryan and Anna stepped out of the room and closed the door halfway so the light would not disturb Maria. They stood in the small living area facing each other in a quiet moment of understanding. Ryan felt the need to speak because he realized he had been seeing his life through a narrow window for too long. He told Anna that he now understood how much she had been doing for Maria without expecting recognition. Anna looked down and told him she did everything from the heart because Maria reminded her of her own grandmother who had cared for her with warmth and patience. Ryan thanked Anna in a sincere voice that carried more meaning than he expected. She looked up at him with gentle surprise because she was not used to hearing such direct appreciation from him. Ryan continued saying that he wanted to be more present in the family and not let his responsibilities blind him to the people who needed him the most. Anna nodded and told him she understood how busy his life had been, but she was glad he had come early today because it allowed them to see what had been hiding in silence. They spent the next hour cleaning the guest house together and organizing Maria's medicines. Even small tasks felt meaningful because they were working as a team with a shared purpose. Ryan noticed how naturally Anna moved in the space, as if she had been caring for Maria daily without anyone telling her to do so. He admired her quiet strength and began to see her in a new light. The shadows between them began to fade as they shared soft conversation about Maria's habits and little stories from the past that made them laugh quietly so they would not wake her. When evening arrived, Ryan prepared a tray with tea and brought it to the small garden outside the guest house where Anna was trimming the plants. They sat together on a wooden bench and watched the sky change from warm gold to deep blue. The peaceful moment wrapped around them like a soft blanket. Ryan told Anna he wanted to adjust his schedule so he could stay home more often. Anna looked at him with hope in her eyes because she had wished for this balance for a long time but never asked for it. They carried the tea inside and checked on Maria, who was still resting peacefully. Anna adjusted the curtains and Ryan placed a small lamp near the bed so the room would stay gentle through the night. They both felt protective over her in a shared way that brought them closer. As they stood together watching Maria sleep, they realized that this unexpected day had revealed not only a hidden injury, but also a hidden truth about how much they cared for one another and how much they needed to walk through life as a united family rather than separate paths. Morning came softly over the estate, bringing warm light across the garden and into the guest house where Maria slept. The quiet of the early hour felt peaceful, and Ryan stood by her bedside, watching her breathing rise and fall with steady rhythm. He felt grateful that she seemed more comfortable after a night of rest and care. Anna entered the room holding a small tray with warm tea and fresh fruit. She smiled gently when she saw Maria resting and placed the tray on the table. Ryan and Anna stepped outside so they would not disturb her as she continued to regain her strength. Outside the air felt cool and the leaves in the garden swayed with a light breeze. Ryan thanked Anna again for everything she had done, and she told him there was no need to thank her because she cared for Maria in the same way she would care for any family member who needed help. Ryan felt a warm feeling grow in his chest because he realized how much kindness lived in Anna's heart. She had been quietly supporting his adoptive mother without trying to take credit or draw attention. It opened his eyes to how much he had overlooked in the past. While they spoke, Ryan remembered that he had an important project at work, but he called his assistant and arranged to stay home for the day. He felt that his place was here with the two women who needed him now more than his office ever could. After the call, he looked at Anna, and she gave him a grateful smile because she knew how rare it was for him to take a full day away from work. They walked back into the guest house together and found Maria slowly waking up. She blinked softly and greeted them with a warm voice. Anna helped her sit upright and offered her the tea. Maria accepted it with both hands and thanked her lovingly. Ryan asked how she was feeling. Maria told him she felt better but still a bit weak. He reminded her that she did not need to push herself because they would handle everything. Maria looked at the two of them with gentle eyes that carried deep emotion because she could feel how much they cared. She told them she had lived a long life and seen many things, but the love she felt from them was one of her greatest comforts. After Maria finished her tea, Anna helped her wash her face and change into a fresh dress while Ryan stepped outside to give them space. He sat on the garden bench and thought about his life and the choices he made. He had spent years chasing success and building his company, and he had often believed he was doing it for his family. Now he wondered if he had missed important moments while trying to provide a future for them. He promised himself that this would change because he wanted his home to be filled with warmth and presence, not absence. Soon Anna and Maria joined him outside. Maria moved slowly but with more strength than the day before. Ryan offered her his arm and guided her to the shaded part of the garden where her favorite chair was waiting. She sat down with a sigh of relief and looked around at the flowers she loved so much. Anna brought a small cushion for her back and placed a blanket over her legs even though the air was warm because she knew comfort mattered. As they sat together, Maria began to share memories from her past. She told them about the time she first saw Ryan as a child standing alone under a bus stop shelter with eyes that carried more fear than any boy should know. She told them how she felt a pull in her heart that she could not ignore and how she decided to take him into her home even though she had very little. Ryan listened with emotion growing inside him because he remembered parts of that time, but her words added a new layer to the story. Anna listened quietly, feeling touched by the bond between mother and son. Maria spoke about the struggles they faced in those early years and how Ryan slowly began to trust her. She described how he studied late into the night and worked part-time jobs to help with rent and food. She said she always knew he would become a man of strength and kindness because no one who carried such determination could fail. Ryan looked at her with deep love because every success he had gained came from the foundation she had given him when he had nothing. As the morning passed, Anna went back to the kitchen to prepare a light meal while Ryan stayed with Maria. They talked about simple things like the garden, the weather, and the birds that visited every morning. It felt peaceful, and Ryan realized how much he had missed moments like this. When Anna returned with food, they ate together in the garden, enjoying the quiet day and the gentle warmth of the sun. After lunch, Maria grew tired, and Ryan helped her return to her bed. Anna adjusted the pillows and made sure she was comfortable. Maria closed her eyes and drifted into sleep. Ryan and Anna stepped outside again and sat together on the bench. The silence between them felt natural and warm. Ryan told Anna that he saw things differently now, and he wanted to build a life where they both felt connected and present. He told her he appreciated everything she had done for his mother and for him. Anna listened with soft emotion in her eyes because she had waited a long time to hear such words. Ryan then asked Anna if there was anything she had kept hidden from him the way Maria had hidden her injury. He wanted to understand her better and make sure no secrets stood between them. Anna took a slow breath and told him there was something she needed to share. She explained that during the past few months she had noticed Maria becoming more forgetful, and she had begun helping her quietly with tasks like taking the right medicine or remembering important appointments. She had not mentioned it because she did not want Ryan to worry and because she hoped it was only temporary. Ryan felt a calm seriousness settle inside him. He thanked her for telling him and asked why she had not told him sooner. Anna said she wanted to wait until she understood the situation better. She did not want to make him anxious when he already had so much responsibility. Ryan placed his hand on hers and told her they needed to face these things together so no one felt alone. Anna nodded with a gentle expression because she felt relief in being able to speak honestly. They both understood that Maria might be entering a stage of life where she needed more support and care. Instead of feeling afraid, they felt united in their commitment to her. They decided to meet with the doctor again soon to discuss her overall health and find ways to make her days easier and more peaceful. The decision brought comfort to both of them because they knew they were stepping forward as a team. Before the sun set, Ryan and Anna checked on Maria one more time. She was still sleeping peacefully. Ryan brushed her blanket softly, while Anna made sure the lamp nearby was glowing warm light. The room felt filled with love and care. As they stood together watching over her, they felt closer than they had in a long time, and they understood that this day had changed something deep in their hearts. The next morning arrived with gentle light that filtered through the curtains of the guest house and touched the room where Maria slept. Ryan woke early and walked to her room with a sense of calm purpose. He opened the door carefully and saw her resting with a peaceful expression. Her breathing was steady and her hands lay softly on the blanket. Anna joined him moments later carrying a small tray with warm tea and a bowl of oatmeal. The quiet moment felt like a soft reminder of how much their lives had changed in just a few days. Maria slowly opened her eyes when she heard their voices. A warm smile formed on her face when she saw them standing together. She said she felt better but still a little weak. Ryan helped her sit upright while Anna adjusted the pillows behind her back. They gave her the tea, and she held the cup with careful hands. As she sipped it, she looked at them with deep gratitude. She knew that the love around her had grown stronger, and she felt comfort in that truth. After breakfast, Ryan called the doctor to arrange a follow-up visit. He wanted to understand Maria's overall health and make sure she received the care she needed. Anna stood beside him as he made the call, and she felt relief knowing they would no longer carry their worries in silence. When Ryan finished the call, he looked at her with a gentle expression and thanked her again for helping him see what truly mattered. She smiled softly because she felt their home becoming a place of unity and understanding. The hours passed quietly while they waited for the doctor. Maria rested in her chair near the window, watching the birds that visited the garden. She loved hearing their soft calls and seeing their wings move through the air. Anna used the time to tidy the guest house and prepare fresh water for the doctor. Ryan stayed close to Maria, listening to her stories and asking her about her favorite memories. Each story revealed parts of her life that he had never heard before, and he felt grateful for this chance to connect more deeply with her. When the doctor arrived, he examined Maria with calm attention. He checked her arm and said the swelling had gone down and the infection was responding well to the treatment. He praised Anna for her early care and Ryan for arranging the visit without delay. After finishing the examination, he spoke to Ryan and Anna privately. He explained that Maria might need help with certain tasks in the coming months because age could bring moments of forgetfulness or weakness. He encouraged them to create a daily routine that kept her safe and comfortable. Ryan listened carefully and nodded with understanding. Anna asked gentle questions about how to support Maria in simple ways that would not make her feel dependent or helpless. The doctor gave clear suggestions on healthy meals, gentle activities, and how to watch for signs that she needed more rest. After he left, Ryan felt a calm determination settle in his heart. He realized that caring for Maria was not a burden but a blessing because she had given him the foundation for the life he enjoyed today. Together, Ryan and Anna created a small plan for Maria's daily care. They decided to take turns bringing her meals and checking her medicines so one person would not carry all the responsibility. They also chose to spend more time in the garden with her since she always seemed happiest near her plants and flowers. The plan made them feel more connected as a team, and they both felt grateful that they could support Maria in ways that honored her strength and dignity. As the days passed, Maria grew stronger. Her smile returned and her steps became steadier. She spent more time outside sitting in the sun while Ryan and Anna worked nearby or talked with her. The three of them shared simple lunches and warm conversations that brought new light into their home. Ryan felt happiness in these moments because they reminded him of what family truly meant. He realized that success was not measured by the size of his company, but by the love he nurtured in his home. One afternoon, while Anna prepared tea, Ryan sat beside his adoptive mother and asked her something that had been on his mind. He asked if she ever regretted taking him in all those years ago when she had so little. Maria looked at him with tender eyes and shook her head slowly. She told him that taking him in was not a decision but a calling that came from her heart. She said he gave her purpose and filled her lonely days with joy and hope. Her words moved him deeply, and he felt tears form in his eyes, though he blinked them away so she would not worry. Anna returned with the tea and saw the emotion on Ryan's face. She placed the tray on the table and sat beside him. Maria looked at both of them and said she felt blessed to have a family filled with kindness and respect. She told them that no matter how hard life had been in the past, she now felt rewarded with more love than she ever imagined. The moment felt warm and full of meaning, as if time itself had paused to honor their bond. As the sun lowered in the sky, they helped Maria return to the guest house where she rested on her bed. Ryan and Anna sat nearby talking quietly about the future. Ryan told her he had already asked his assistant to reduce his travel schedule so he could stay home more often. He said he wanted to be present in the moments that mattered most. Anna felt a soft wave of relief because she had silently worried that his work would continue to pull him away. She told him they could build a peaceful and balanced life together if they continued to communicate openly and support each other. Before leaving the room, Ryan checked the blanket and made sure Maria felt warm and safe. Anna adjusted the small lamp and placed a glass of water on the table beside her bed. Maria looked at them with a gentle smile and whispered that she felt loved and cared for. They wished her a peaceful night and stepped outside where the cool air brushed against their faces. In the quiet of the evening they walked along the garden path talking about simple things like the plants that needed watering and the meals they could prepare the next day. Their steps moved in harmony and their hearts felt lighter. Ryan realized that by coming home early he had discovered truths that were hidden in silence, and he had grown closer to both the woman who raised him and the woman who walked beside him as his partner. As they reached the main house, Ryan looked back at the guest house where a soft light glowed through the window. He felt gratitude for the unexpected day that changed everything. He understood now that family was built not only through years of care but also through moments when hearts opened and connections deepened. With Anna by his side and Maria resting peacefully in the home they shared, he felt ready to face the future with a renewed sense of purpose and love.